Hey there everybody, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another blind reaction of some MLP Fanwork. This time, have two things from Little Shy FIM. Both of them, everything wrong with. The first one would be Rarity takes Manehatten, and the second is Pinkie Apple Pie. Yeah, been a while since I reacted to one of these, so now I have two of them. I'm just gonna pull them both up here. Before I get into that, first, let me just say something. Recently met with someone new to the world. So I want to say congratulations again to my cousin Samantha and her husband Kevin, and welcoming their twin boys Miles and Max. I went and visited them the other day, and believe it or not, they're tiny little things. But I guess that would happen with twins. It's like, just here, take a look. These really freaking tiny kids. But looking at it, looking at them, a lot of people say is like that babies tend to look like one parent or another, and I never really saw it until I met these two. Miles looks a lot like his father, Kevin. Is like, it really is like looking at a little Kevin there, and Max looks like his grandfather, my Uncle Andy. So that's they're not identical twins, so thank God for that. I'll be able to tell them apart when they grow up. But still, I'm really excited, happy for my family, happy to introduce these two into our family, and just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's get started with the first reaction here. With everything wrong with Rarity takes Manehatten. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
These tiny little ponies.
What's that?
Book horse can't read. These lousy wings. In Equestria, Manehatten is known as the big lens flare. Manehatten is full of unicorns.
That makes sense.
Explains why Twilight doesn't surprise any pony.
It must be good if Rainbow Dash is impressed.
She said to Rainbow Dash. Spending this much on a carrot dog.
Ponies just bursting into song and
Well, that's
randomly
Manehatten.
at the drop of a hat? Who does that?
Surely not you, Rainbow Dash. Isn't it great being rich? Poor people are so selfish. Mad ponies. This is one grumpy cutie mark. This poor pony is being stalked by an animator's note. Unicorns are OP. Somewhere there is a sad earth pony with a carriage repair cutie mark who can't find work.
The cab drivers just drive right past to get to the next pony in line.
Oddly specific, yet oddly inaccurate remark. Rarity spends every other second of her life thinking about dresses, but forgets them when participating in a fashion show. Why teleport, fly, or gallop when you can ride in the back of a carriage pulled by a stallion burdened with your weight?
You stole my fabric!
She exclaimed with enough volume to echo, yet somehow this remains a secret from Prim. Also, since Rarity never snitched on Surrey, the baddie got away with cheating. Crime does pay, kids.
Cocoa Palm.
As long as you do it right.
Careful, Surrey. Speaking that name might get you in trouble. Extra nostril. Applejack is excited to go to the salon for some reason, and Pinkie Pie is excited to go to the tavern, which surely only serves juice. Applejack's
Of course it's only juice, and it can't be
editor
cider.
couldn't decide which take to use, so they used all of them. Remember that time Rarity locked her friends in a sweatshop and wouldn't let them eat until they finished?
Rarity going down in flames! Isn't friendship magic?
Roll credits.
Go ahead! See your little show! Congratulations, fillies! Such language!
Just a reminder that during this hectic rush to make the dresses, Rarity somehow found time to acquire exclusive tickets to a private showing of a sold-out play in order to apologize for her actions before she even had the chance to feel remorse for them. Because of course Rarity would book every room in the hotel for a dress. The audience formed this gap just to remind Rarity of how terrible a friend she is. Because suddenly running away worked so well last time, I think I'll try it again.
This is unheard of!
Prim obviously has not seen every Disney show ever.
Contest going well?
Yes, the contest going on now that I'm obviously not at is going swell. Conveniently inconvenient rain. On the bright side, Rarity, at least you learned how to sing, unlike whatever you're doing with your mouth here. Judging by this look, Twilight is covering for another Spike screw-up.
Yeah, you were pretty rotten.
Selective honesty. You worked for the competition, were complicit in the theft of my property, and lied to my face. You're hired. Hold on. Not only that, but then she offloads a promised favor onto this brand new hire just so she can go home sooner? Quill jumps out of Inkwell.
That's a
What
good
is
point.
this, a fashion designer gag gift?
Okay.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay. Okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
Not much of a bonus round, but then not much you can do in 22 minutes.
We're all here to help you get
Alright.
no matter what it takes. Sounds like you've all figured out already. It's every pony for herself in this town.
Alright, well that was a good one for Rarity Takes Manhattan. There are a couple of things in there that and good points that I never really realized, that I never questioned until, of course, he brings something like that up. One of them, of course, being the fact that she made a promise to the director of the play, or the costumer of the play, to help her, and then just pawned it off on Coco. But hey, yeah, I never really questioned that. He was like, let me know, anybody, if you've questioned that at all. It's just, that is a damn good point that guy made there. That little shy made. Alright, so, now we have everything wrong with Pinkie Apple Pie. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
What you doing? Yourself.
Genealogy is a study of family history. You know, where ponies
Neat.
come from.
Well, there goes the canon of 2 rainbows touching. Fun fact, Jenga has a specific rule banning Pinkie Pie. These
She's
apple
just too
wings.
damn good at it.
Scene takes place here, but no pony can be
apple.
seen in the establishing shot. Although fixed in more recent versions, we don't acknowledge edits made to the show, and therefore, this title is a sin. Spouting unrelated facts is a symptom of having dementia, and using Facebook.
You're an apple now. And Applejack is the one responsible for it.
Apple missed her cue. Granny's so old, she's got wrinkles on her eyes. Applejack doesn't notice this is upside
Wow.
down, because Applejack can't read.
That last bit's awful smudged.
How inconvenient.
Any pony seen my traveling bonnet?
Which I only wear when not traveling. A horse whinny can be heard in the background. Some ponies gone feral again. Map guidelines move independently of map. Also, map depicts northerly trip, even though Granny says they're heading southeast. Double also, map just happens to
Interesting.
rip along river. Double also, Applejack rips the map. Applebloom and Applejack are hovering. Random
Well, you
animals
never noticed
hungry
stuff
for
like
apples. Applejack can pick up and throw a lasso in just 8 frames. Looming black crop. You wouldn't download an apple. Reflections are not seen from the camera's viewing angle. Expert on all things pink mistakes magenta for it. Floating scenery. Random trapped wildlife slowly dying of starvation is a normal sight in Equestria.
And nobody helps. No pony helps.
Ain't no other pony found a map like me. I'm Apple.
I'm Twilight-licious.
Ponies go, but they need.
Okay, why is that a sin? That was just
Except for this
awesome.
one time where we all survive unscathed. What a statistical anomaly we are. Big Mac and Applebloom disappear, then reappear. Duck is seen again for no
almost
reason
as if
other
they
than to
were
put a
never
concerned
there.
studio executive at ease. Based on my math, they're falling at only about 25 miles per hour. Duckface is a thing. If they add any more overrated internet memes, I'm leaving the fandom.
You guys are the best family ever.
The next Pie Family hearth-warming dinner is going to be awkward. Disappearing note.
You said it.
I'm leaving the fandom.
I wasn't exactly expecting company.
Which is why I left a note for the company I'm not expecting. Cat is frozen for a few frames. Goldie says what they're looking for isn't here 3 times before turning the page.
I don't know. The page is all smudged.
How inconvenient. This is the tail Pinkie used to take the photo. Lens flare. Tabitha St. Germain is
Yeah,
not
but
given
that's
credit
Pinkie.
for this episode. Thank goodness we can add animal to Peter's resume, though.
Benjamin was the father of Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel, the second son, Ahara, the third, Noha, the fourth, and Rapha, the fifth.
Neat. Alright, so, that was Everything Wrong with Pinkie Apple Pie and Rarity Takes Manehatten. Well, entertaining as always. Yeah, I've really nothing else to say to that other than, you know, there's some things that you just don't notice, and this guy really likes to point everything out. But hey, that's what makes it fun. That's why people like it, and we're gonna miss you in the fandom, man. So I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to show your support to the original. Links are in the description below, and I'm gonna end this one here. Until next time, take care. Bye.